Trump has retaken Los Angeles from the freaks. Today, I don't know, the news cycle is kind of insane these days. It's absolutely wild. This is exactly why you should be subscribed to the Nuxanor channel. Like, dude goes one day bombing Iran, and then he goes the next day bombing the Iran of America, which is, you know, Los Angeles. So, as you can see, it's a difficult day. It is a difficult day for gay Palestine. You see, like, dog, right now everyone's playing with the Iran flag. You got the gay people in LA cheering about the regime that executes gay people, which is obviously very bad for the Palestinian flags. Pride Month flags are forgotten, and no one even knows what Ukraine is anymore. No one even heard of them. When's the last time you heard about Ukraine? I didn't even hear about them recently. Now, the thing is, I am so good at annoying people. It's become my ability. Oh, you're a liberal? Name every gender. Dog, the vitriol! The vitriol, bro. Holy. And I don't even care because, to be honest, annoying people is one of my favorite things to do. My content is to make you either laugh or horribly annoyed, and then we will laugh at you. It's a good day. It's a good day. Now, I wanted to keep us updated on the current LA situation because Trump took it back. It's crazy. So, first, this is a post from the official LA County Sheriff, okay? This is a real thing. I am not even joking. This is a real post made by the LA County Sheriffs. Our hearts go out to the victims and families impacted by the recent bombings in Iran. Period. Do not need to hear. It's over. It's literally over. The poor, mostly peaceful nuclear reactors that were hit by in Iran. This is so sad. Oh, our hearts in the LA County Sheriff's Department are really reaching out to you there. While this tragic event occurred overseas. What tragic event? The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is closely monitoring the situation. All right, you know, I don't give a shit. I do not care. These people suck. They are virtue signaling grifters. They live the Trump bad, Trump derangement syndrome so much, that they will be on the side of Iran. The Iranian nuclear reactors are somehow where the hearts of the LA County Sheriff's Department lies. Anyway, everyone and their mother clowned on this. I clowned it on it. LA reached a level of virtue signaling never thought possible by science, and they actually deleted this tweet. And they actually posted an apology. No one cares because they're pussies. Now, J.D. Vance went to LA, and let's just say he cooked. He absolutely cooked. But now this is the funny part. This is the really, really funny part, okay? Not only did he cook talking about the law, talking about how it's super important for all of these things to happen. It's super important to not burn down the country. You know, illegal riots and protests, obviously. Obviously, this is not a good thing. But there's one thing that he said in his interview that worked up the entire LA County so much. It made me so happy. I absolutely love it. That's weird. They apologized? Yes, the LA Sheriff's County apologized for that tweet.
Suggesting that the Trump administration is cracking down on Democrats. Can you comment on that?
Well, I was hoping Jose Padilla would be here to ask a question, but unfortunately, I guess he decided not to show up because there wasn't the theater. And that's all it is. You know, I think everybody realizes that's what this is. It's pure political theater.
So, first of all, he's correct. It is pure political theater. No one actually gives a shit about anything these days. No one, literally doesn't matter. No one cares. Literally no one cares. However, ironically and interestingly enough, he said one thing in there that's a little bit controversial for the fucking freaks in LA. He called him Jose Padilla. His name is not Jose Padilla. J.D. Vance served with Alex Padilla in the United States Senate. Calling him Jose Padilla is not an accident. I love this timeline. Bro, Gavin Newsom, you've been calling people snake. You call Trump Hitler, okay? You have zero soapbox to stand on. No, what are you talking about? You have all these people that they've come together. They call Trump Hitler for the last 10 years. And he called Alex Jose, and everyone lost their flying minds. Literally, their minds are dumb, getting fucked by stupid in real time. So, let me introduce you to Alex Padilla. Alex Padilla is someone who was forcibly removed from the press conference. I made a video on this like a week ago. But this is Alex Padilla, all right?
I want to know why you insist
so I want to say thank you.
So this guy, Alex Padilla, decides to break... You know what? Fuck it. This guy, Jose Padilla, breaks into the press conference and decides to rush at Gnome, the person actually giving the press conference, literally running up to her to interrupt.
That has been able to do this.
Hands up.
Also, I want to talk to
I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your...
Yeah. So, Jose jumped in there. He rushed at her, they stopped her, and they arrested her. They arrested him. They arrested Jose. And now Jose afterwards decided to post this whole, like, solemn and tragic video, like crying on camera, yelling and squealing.
And I just couldn't accept the rhetoric anymore. So I had the audacity to try to ask a question.
Yeah, except that's not what happened. You ran up to her.
I introduced myself.
You did not. We literally have proof. You did not introduce yourself.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla, and I have a question. And it took all of maybe a second for multiple agents to forcibly remove me from the room.
Yeah, that's what you do when a guy barges into press conferences yelling and screaming like a madman.
To pin me on the ground and handcuff me.
Based! Based! Keep crying, bitch. So anyway, Jose Padilla ended up making like this whole weird public shitting the rug situation, actual slime ball. So that's the new hoax, all right, in a nutshell. I covered this in a previous video. Vance called him Jose Padilla, as he should. And Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, lost his fucking shit. He was losing his mind. He could not believe it. He was like, I can't believe you would call him Jose. All I did was call Trump Hitler for the last 10 years. Anyway, this is Jose. Jose goes on MSNBC. Are you ready? To cry that he was called Jose. This absolute buffoon. This is a senator of the United States. I don't know what happened to this glorious country that we literally have the retard Avengers in the Senate. It's insanity, bro. Holy shit, dog. Trump won. He's the only guy with balls in the fucking country, it seems. I don't understand.
Currently the president of the Senate where you serve. He also went to Yale. I assume that he knows your name is Alex Padilla. Your response to him calling you Jose?
Oh, he knows my name. He knows my name. Look, sadly, it's just an indicator of how petty and unserious this administration is.
Dog, you called Trump Hitler for a decade. You are retarded.
But he's the vice president of the United States.
Oh, he's joking. The vice president called me Jose. Holy shit, you suck, bro.
Do you think?
Anyway, I'm going to show you they took back LA in a second.
I think he'd take the situation in Los Angeles more seriously. You know, you think maybe he'd take a moment to talk to some of the families who have been impacted, have been terrorized?
You mean the families that are getting looted and getting their stores burnt down and their cars attacked and their property vandalized by the violent rioters? No. He's talking about the illegal immigrants that are getting deported. Holy shit, you suck, bro.
To feel what's really going on the ground. You saw him shaking hands with Marines, but did he listen to the Marines? Because we
literally saw him shaking hands with Marines, but did he listen to what they had to say?
The report after report of the Marines, so many of the Marines themselves that don't want to be there. That's not why they enlisted. Or if not the migrant families, how about the employers who I know are...
the employers that are committing crimes by hiring illegal immigrants. Damn, it's really rough for those employers that they couldn't get any more cheap labor from the fucking illegal immigrants that are being deported. Oh, Lord.
Speaking up because they're concerned about their workforce. We've got a lot of important work to do, but this is how the vice president chooses to act, and that says...
He called you Jose for like 1 second, and you went on like an actual media tour. Bro, Jose Padilla is actually fucking hilarious. Oh my god. This is the third video of him crying, literally, in the last week. It's insane. Now, here's something really funny.
Well,
so this is a clip of him calling him Jose.
Hoping Jose Padilla would...
Jose Padilla. I mean, I think it's clearly an accident, but I don't even care anymore. No, I'm going to call him that on purpose. Now, the funny thing is, a JD Vance spokesperson just trolled CNN when they asked why Vance called Alex Padilla Jose. And the answer was, JD must have mixed up two people who have broken the law because the real Jose Padilla was convicted of aiding and abetting terrorism. This is Jose Padilla, an American terrorist incarcerated in U.S. federal prison. So listen, man, you can't blame Vance. He just mixed up two people aiding and abetting terrorism, man. Listen, it's a common mistake. Anyone could have made it. Don't be a hater. And everyone, of course, was going crazy. Hi, at Senator Alex Padilla. No Juan is above the law. That's a good Juan, Laura. No way, Jose. People are making fun of him because he's a retard, and it's awesome. So anyway, as someone that is a big fan of making fun of retards, it is time to make fun of more retards. So Decoy Voice dropped some videos talking about the current on-the-ground situation in LA. I wanted to take a look at it. I wanted to see what's actually going on. Hell yeah, dude.
Funny how you can finally have a peaceful protest when you just let the police go Rambo mode. As the anti-Trump No Kings protests march through the streets of downtown Los Angeles, with Elijah Schaffer showing us they're just walking around the homeless because Trump is the problem in LA.
True. Trump is the problem, not the homeless people, not the raising tax prices, not the fact that these people don't have jobs, Not the illegal immigrants that are taking welfare. Not them that are taking Social Security from people that actually deserve it. Trump is the problem.
Waving all sorts of confusing, long-winded signs, including tax the rich.
These people suck so much. Like, they really do. Like, these are obviously fucking fraudulent protests. Like, dog, the fact that you have, like, the gayest people on the planet waving signs praising the Ayatollah in Iran, like, dog, it is obviously manufactured outrage. Like, come on, dude.
LA is a city of immigrants, and JD Vance ate my son. But the real issue was what they were saying.
I'm just so scared.
No!
I'm 74 years old. I worry about everything. And I don't understand why people...
Yeah, this lady has mental illness. Honestly, this lady has a mental illness.
voted for this person.
Including sacrifice ourselves as human shields.
And then we got tanks on the front line when needed.
Oh my fucking god, this is the... Dude, why is she wearing a keffiyeh? Dude, they all have one issue. They have one problem. Literally. These people have one... Like, they're actually programmed. Like, this is some fear-mongering shit. It is insanity. Follow the leaders of color first. I'm telling you, these people suck so much.
And then when they ask you to be a shield.
Be a shield, bro. Oh my god. Like, this is actually fucking crazy, man. I don't even know. Like, the way I see it, you have people on the right debating right now about, like, you know, whether the US is gonna get entangled in a foreign conflict, you know, stuff like that. And then you have people on the left literally not living in reality at all. Literally trying to overthrow the Western world.
Imagine showing up to this protest because social media told you Trump is a dictator. Then some lady on stage tells you you're here to be a human shield. That's some weapons grade brainwashing if you stay, as they...
Yo, they are more like Hamas than I expected. They are actually here to destroy the country and use each other as human shields. Dog, the horseshoe is so real. From radical Islamist to mega woke brainwashed bitch. You literally, they are holding hands beyond the horseshoe. Like, they are on the opposite wavelengths of the political spectrum, but they're retarded.
Definitely knew they'd need some human shields, as the LA sheriffs came in with massive numbers, almost like a show of force parade. And Anthony Cabasa records how they brought back the armored cowboy cop cavalry, who immediately got to business pushing the protests away.
God damn.
With MSNBC desperately trying to control the narrative.
So you can see, whoa, they're messing with the horses, guys. Let's go. Let's back up here.
Dude, they just say the quiet part out loud. They're messing with the horses. Let's not get footage of that so we can still make believe. We have to still make believe that that they're not violent.
Obviously, people are unhappy. People don't want to see horses trampling. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We're good, Ari. We're good. Keep going. We're good.
I understand he's trying to get out of the way for his own safety, but it really seems like he's trying not to show you how these idiots are antagonizing the police horses, as they'll complain about the police shoving back this old man, but ignore how he basically forced them to do it.
No shot, they're that manipulative.
Not to show you how these idiots are antagonizing the police horses, as they'll complain about the police shoving back this old man.
Are you okay with police chucking this old man like a slide of beef back into the crowd? Yes, I am. Yes, do it again. Yes, I am okay with that actually.
But ignore how he basically forced them to do it, as these police horses are actually doing a great job.
No, I'm telling you, man, Fafo reigns supreme. I am a firm believer in fuck around and find out. Yes, dude.
Control. And for whatever these horseback cowboy cops can't, they tear gas can.
Yeah! God damn! Remember when Hasan Piker used to care about the illegal immigrants and now he just cares about the poor victimized nuclear reactors in Iran? And he used to actually go to these protests, remember that? No! I can't believe they would tear gas all of these children! Do you know how many Palestinian children were killed by that one can of tear gas? According to the Hamas Health Ministry, at least 4,000 Gazan children were killed.
So when these tried to take back some of the street, the sheriffs had—
But their breasts are empty! Do you know what that smells like?
Had no issues marching right through.
Oh, look how brave they are that they're breaking past police barricades. Beat the shit out of that! I'm sorry, that's extreme, obviously. No, but seriously, I want every single person that commits crimes to get punished for it. Dog, there's a reason why. Dude, there is a reason why. There's laws. They need to be enforced. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, Lord. It's so annoying.
I hereby declare there to be an assembly in the names of people of the state of California. Order.
With the LAPD looking like a scene from the Revolutionary War.
God, dude, what is happening? This is so fucking crazy, dude. Oh, my Lord. Look at that shit. They got a fucking military out there.
You, the women are trying to feed their dying babies and their breasts are empty.
No!
Do you know what that smells like?
Oh, this is so sad. This is so sad. This is literally what's happening in California right now. Literally what's happening in California. No, I'm telling you, man. Look, this is California.
And I will beg you, the women are trying to feed their dying babies and their breasts are empty.
Oh.
Do you know what that smells like?
Do you know what it smells like? God, I love activists. Least gay Californian, by the way. Dude, look at this shit.
As the city eventually devolved into a combat zone.
Nice. Dude, I think that anyone that goes to these protests that is arguing and yelling and screaming about how America is evil and bad should get a government-paid vacation in Iran. What do we think, guys? I think it would be a fantastic idea. It would be like a learning experience. I would consider it a net positive. You see, if people would be using my taxpayer money to fund trips from woke people to Iran, I would have no complaints. I literally think it would be a net positive for the country. Do you know what it smells like?
I really wonder if the mayor let local law enforcement do this 6 days ago, would they have been able to destroy any cop cars or loot any stores? As it really...
My guess is no. These people are terrified little pussy bitches that never had to fight for anything in their life. They are actually cosplaying. They're cosplaying as a militia. They're trying to make believe that they are fighting back against the tyranny. They are Nepo baby clout goblins that deserve nothing. Stop. Dude, the craziest part is, and this is the wildest part, not only is it an obvious facade for Instagram likes, but, and I mean this with complete and utter certainty, they live in the best country in the world. The best country in the world. These LARPing revolutionaries have no idea how good they have it. Literally. Oh my God. They think they know better than every person on the planet when they are actively contributing to making the best country not the best country for long. I mean, now we have Cryo Trump for every 4 years, but until that...
It seems she only let the police do their thing so they don't get showed up by Trump's Marines. As the USMC stayed at the ready outside the federal building, with BG on the scene showing us them shaming the Marines.
Dude, whoever goes and shames Marines should get an ass whooping, man. Not literally, but a metaphorical ass whooping. It is so wild. It is so wild looking at this take place. It really, really is. It's tragic. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is like Chinese propaganda, if it's Qatar propaganda, if it's just like the classic liberal Democrat propaganda, but it is despicable. Absolutely despicable. These guys are fucking goated.
But treating them drastically differently, as they're not playing with paintballs, the Marines are carrying M27s.
Oh shit.
Interesting when you don't treat them like peaceful protesters, but idiots that just raised the city for several days, they suddenly know how to behave. As local KTLA showed us how quickly they quelled the crowds, but also stating this was following a day of peaceful No Kings protests.
Dude, I fucking hate when they do this. Like, they do this every single time. Iran never actually wanted to hurt the United States. Yes, these protesters that are lighting cars on fire, it's mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful, you don't understand. You're such a bitch. Nux, did you know that the US is more oppressive than Iran? Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. Of course. That's what Whoopi Goldberg said? No. I mean, I've seen part of that clip, but I don't think she actually said it. Like, did she actually say that? Dude, these people are like literally retarded. I'm telling you that this is why democracy is a flaw. You need to, there's something, man. There's something wrong with democracy. The retards vote. What's
Get ready, guys. Get ready.
And it's slow.
But let's just remember, too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Listen, here's the thing. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, because if we start...
I really hate that Asmongold said that that's not good. Like, literally, throwing gay people off buildings is one of the few things. I'm joking! Obviously a joke. Obviously.
With that it is the same.
Oh my God!
She thinks that her in Iran is oh my God.
It's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not
if you're black. That's right. In Iran, did you know that in Iran, if you wear your head, if you're a woman and you reveal your hair in public, they will either cut your eye out, give you public beatings, or execute you? Are you aware of that? Oh, these stupid assholes, all of them. You literally are a multimillionaire living in the greatest country on the planet, and you're gonna sit there and bitching and not if you're black. Oh my God. So go to Iran. Literally go to Iran.
You're black, gentlemen. Oh my God. That is insane. I wonder what Iranian women think of her saying that. Whenever they see
They have no idea. You think they're allowed to watch this in Iran? That's hilarious.
Some multi-millionaire who has their own TV show talking about her skin color being the same as the systematic oppression of your gender.
Not if you're black.
Guys, nobody wants to diminish the very real problems we have in this country.
No, I do.
I do. I want to diminish them because they're not very real. I'm sorry. I feel bad for anyone that experiences racism, but with all due respect, this whole black people are living this oppressed life and everything is good for everyone except for black people, that shit's done. We're in 2025. We don't care about, fake problems anymore. I'm sorry. I have nothing but respect for black people. I do. Just like I have respect for white people. And just like I have respect for all the other people, if they deserve respect. You've got to stop. They literally still have slavery in Iran. Like, what are you talking about?
I do. They're not even remotely comparable. Anybody who's trying to bring up any U.S. problem and contextualize it around something that's happening to the Iranian people is a completely privileged, delusional retard.
Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry.
I don't care about your feelings, bitch. Your feelings are irrelevant. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, dude, maybe Iran was right and women shouldn't be able to speak in public. I don't know, man.
When you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
They still don't have a vote in Iran. It's a tyrannical government. Chill, Nux. What are they going to do? Cancel me? Oh, these fucking victim bitches.
When did Iranian women get the vote?
They don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
We are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids?
If you're in Iran, you do. Dude, did you? Oh my fucking God. Dog, don't chill, Nux. Keep going. Do you want me to keep going? Okay, I'll keep going. In Iran, they deployed over 100,000 child soldiers. From the ages of 9 to 12, the children that were used as soldiers were not strong enough to carry actual equipment in war. So they used those soldiers to mine sweep with their bodies, bro. They would send in actual children into live minefield to clear the fields, blowing the shit out of their own kids to literally clear the minefield. They had hundreds of thousands of child slave soldiers doing this. How dare you compare the struggle of people in Iran to your fucking privileged ass in America?
Are their kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood? They are not big deals, and I don't mean to say they're not big deals to you, because not what I meant.
And they are not doing well there either. They are not doing well in Iran. They can't go out of their house. The women.
She's realizing, bro, this is bad.
No,
bro.
Like, people are so used to be, like, it's actually Victim Olympics. People thought that the Victim Olympics could be fucking literally unstoppable. Oh my God. Victim Olympics is brutal.
Even on The View, you've got to remember, like, this show is delusional to the extreme. Even over here, they're like, bro, this is too much.
You know what? There's no way I can make you understand.
Yeah, you can make us understand.
Yeah, the reason why.
Make us understand. Go to Iran.
Is because it's bullshit. She gives the American people a bad name. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Dog, I don't know, man. If you'd say something like this in Iran about any other country, they would execute you. All of the fucking television in Iran, it's all propaganda. Like, it's literally all propaganda, all of it. There is no freedom of press. There is no freedom of speech. There are no freedoms. It is insane to think that this is even remotely normal. All right, what's going on here?
Nothing like if I...
The same.
No, it's not. The year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this...
Listen, I'm sorry.
Well, I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my...
I'm telling you.
I literally...
Yeah, I can't wear my skirt in Tehran. I can't eat Kubi Day. Whoopee, don't you understand? I can't wear bikini to the beach. So obviously, they all need to die.
What the fuck?
We need to kill them. I can't wear my skirt to beach and eat Kubi Day.
Early said it was.
They literally execute women in public if they have their hair out. They cut their eyes out and arms off. They literally arrest people for dancing. Anything to fucking defend his terrorist regime. It's unreal! It's unreal! How is he always on the wrong side of history? How is he always on the wrong side of history? Oh my lord! This is crazy!
Conveniently omitting how the LAPD...
I'm mad at Asmongold because Asmongold gave up his isolationist views and is happy that Trump bombed Iran. I'll be real. I really think that there's like a retard syndrome going on in America right now. And a lot of people don't understand. Someone in my chat just said that. I think a lot of people are unaware of the reality that being an isolationist means you care about what happens in America, which includes Iran not having nuclear weapons. What are you fucking talking about? Oh my lord.
He reported concrete, rocks, bottles, and commercial-grade fireworks being flung at police officers. And I admit, unlike the riots, there wasn't any burning of police vehicles or looting of sushi restaurants, but likely because they were actually allowed to immediately arrest any bad actors, as several cities like San Diego had peaceful protests. Even over in Philadelphia, it was much of the same. But if all these American flags at a liberal protest seem unfamiliar, it's
Of course they are. Of course they are. They handed out American flags to make it look like these people aren't literally an insurrection from a foreign country coming to take over America.
Because somebody was paying to have them massively distributed. And they weren't the only city astroturfing their protests with pro-American sentiments. Weird. But over in Texas, they...
Oh, what the... We the people were not meant to kneel. Oh my god. Like, these are literally the most privileged people on the fucking planet.
Had a very different approach to the No Kings movement. It's always interesting that they keep referencing a fictional story about oppressing women, while simultaneously they're openly endorsing the mass importing of a certain belief system into this country.
Islam! I didn't say anything, I just coughed. I didn't say anything, I just coughed!
That is incredibly oppressive to women, and you don't
which could he be referring to?
To watch a TV show, it's actually happening. Really? I'm not trying to say they're wrong, I'm not trying to say they're right.
Dude's hedging his bets. Okay, if you say so, I am saying that the people that are protesting are retarded. They are retarded. Like, I wish, this is just me personally, I wish that I would know if I was talking to somebody that went to one of these protests. Like, if there was some sort of badge they could wear, that would be really appreciated. Like, I don't know, a badge of whatever flag. Like, the flags that they have in their Twitter bio, it's one of the greatest things ever made. A lot of people hate seeing flags in Twitter bios. Nah, dude, what are you talking about? Operation Let Them Speak. This is everything I've ever wanted. I love the flags in Twitter bios. Flags in Twitter bios are the greatest indicator of mental illness of all time. I would love if we could have, like, the Twitter bio flags in real life. Like, all I want to know is if I am talking to somebody and they have, like, a gay flag and a Palestinian flag and an Iran flag, I know I'm talking to a retard. Like, literally, I don't even need to worry anymore. I do not need to even worry anymore. It's dope. You don't have to worry about shit, man. You don't have to know if you're talking to a retard. You immediately know that you're talking to a retard. It's incredible. Doug, for the record, in case you're curious, this is a tragic video that we're about to watch together. This is how women were forced to dress out in public in Iran. Kidding! This is in Michigan. That was a joke. This is Michigan. Just kidding, guys.
I'm just saying it looks stupid. But at least they were peaceful, unlike in Washington, where they pelted the police vehicles driving away. And in Seattle, scared drivers actually drove through their makeshift barricades. Then in Salt Lake City, there was a shooting.
Again, it's just so early right now. Fortunately, we have everyone involved in custody, and we're going to be sorting that out. We also had a lot of witnesses, and we're talking with the witnesses as well to see what we can learn.
But when looking at all the protest coverage, they barely seem to acknowledge it.
Of course they don't acknowledge it, dude. Obviously they don't acknowledge it. No one cares, man. It's all about the message. No one actually cares about the news in the news. If you look at the news, no one cares about the news. Insane. Dude, oh my god, it's so frustrating, man. You pull up the news, just type in news, and you see what's actually being reported. Putin says U.S. strikes on Iran are pushing the world to a very dangerous line. This is coming from Putin, by the way, right? The guy that's been at war for the last couple of years. BBC verified debunking AI image of B-2 bombers. Can Iran attack the U.S. now? And where could they do it? Iran war live. Israeli strikes on Iran. Like, dog! There have got to be more pressing issues in America than this. Okay?
And over in Portland, they're angry at the coppers pointing weapons at them, when later, they actually invaded an ICE facility, injuring several officers.
They should all go to jail. They should all go to jail. Breaking into an ICE facility and injuring officers? Unacceptable, bro.
Which really makes you wonder if they had the Marines, would any of this be happening? As over in New Jersey,
great question, huh?
They allegedly were protesting another federal building when a riot broke out and 4 known criminals ended up escaping.
These people should all be arrested for abetting arrest of criminals. It's completely ridiculous. Like, there's a reason why there's laws. It's insane. It's absolutely insanity.
And did any of these activists step back and think, okay, maybe we're not necessarily accomplishing anything? No, they just mindlessly do whatever the mob tells them. As this No Kings rally is essentially against Trump's deportations.
Yeah, for now. The No Kings rally is gonna switch into pro-Iran rally.
But as of April, he's only shipped off 140,000 people. And I'm
not enough! Get those numbers up, baby! I get so much hate on Twitter for my my takes on deportation, but I don't care. I do not care. I don't care at all. Sorry, don't care.
Not a math Asian, but I think 140 in 4 months, multiplied by 3 to make the year, and times 4 for 4 years in office, should only make 1.6 million.
Not enough! Not enough!
Which is nothing compared to how many people Obama deported.
I don't know, every single person that's illegal should be deported. Oh, but what about the children? What about the women? I don't care, get them out. Get them out, don't care, goodbye. Do not care. Dude, Obama is such a, I'm so happy that that we have history, that we actually have the internet, and that we're able to look back in time and see what Obama did and how much everyone was losing their shit about things Trump does. The United States deported more than 3 million people during Obama's presidency. Trump deported 1 million. The fact that people are losing their mind over Trump and not Obama just goes to show that it's Trump derangement syndrome. You want another example of Trump derangement syndrome? Everyone is complaining that Trump didn't get congressional approval for the bombing. Congressional approval for the bombing in Iran, where they took out nuclear facilities. Everyone's losing their mind about this. AOC actually had a spasmic freakout saying that Trump should be impeached for this, by the way. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, check this out, bro. This is like an actual retard moment. The president's disastrous decision to bomb Iran without authorization is a grave violation of the Constitution and congressional war powers. He has impulsively risked launching a war that may ensnare us for generations. It's absolute clear grounds for impeachment. 445,000 likes. But the reason why this is obviously retarded is because, can someone please show me all the news articles from the leftist media calling for Obama's impeachment and calling all the bombs dropped unconstitutional? Oh wait! These were different! Don't pay any attention to the 12,000 strikes in Syria, or the 12,000 strikes in Iraq, or the 1,300 strikes in Afghanistan, or the 496 in Libya, or the 35 in Yemen, or the 14 in Somalia, or the 3 in Pakistan. No one cares about that! Don't care! Yes, he dropped 26,172 bombs in 2016 alone, but no one cared! No one cared! Holy shit, like, the honest to God, obvious hypocrisy is humiliating! Trump bombed nuclear facilities. This dude was drone striking people, man. Oh my God.
Without due process. And as Mays Moore shows us, he even campaigned on it, and they still voted for him.
The Bush administration has done nothing to control the problem that we have. We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders.
Yeah, and through Biden, you had 20 million.
It has become an extraordinary problem. And the reason the American people are concerned is because they are seeing their own economic position slip away. And oftentimes, employers are exploiting these undocumented workers. They're not paying the minimum wage. They're not observing worker safety laws. As president, I will make sure that we finally have the kind of border security that we need.
Obama
manufactured outrage. These people are fucking bitches. They're all losers.
Is basically a MAGA conservative by today's standards.
Yes, sir. I said this a while ago, and I stand by it. People don't realize that Trump is a moderate middle guy. Like, he is not far right at all. He is actually like a maybe slightly right-leaning centrist.
But the left simply adores him only because nobody has told them not to. As they have zero virtues, just NPC talking points to parrot.
100%, they repeat the same thing. They just sit there and they repeat the same talking points every single time. Oh my God, I can't believe Trump deported a terrorist, illegal immigrant, rapist, murderer, motherfucker, wife beater. I can't believe he would do such a thing. Think of the children. Think of the children. They're all doing this. They're all doing this. Every time.
The women are trying to feed their dying babies, and their breasts are empty.
No!
Do you know what that smells like?
Bro, this is literally what every fucking guy in America looks like right now when they're screaming about this.
The big question here is if everybody should be allowed to simply walk in and become an American, with everything going on in the Middle East, with our allies' city being struck.
True. That's Tel Aviv.
As they continue to attack our enemies. If America gets involved in a hot conflict, do these newcomers get sent to the front line to die, or is that specifically reserved for American-born men?
Yeah, here's praying that no one actually has to go to war. And here's praying that no Americans need to actually go to war, obviously. But, that said, he is right. If there is a draft, for whatever reason, and there is some sort of conflict that happens, these illegal immigrants aren't going to be going to war. You have to realize they are literally coming into America and usurping our fucking, what we worked for and what we deserve.
As we saw in the recent war in Eastern Europe, refugees that received social services for years immediately fled the country. And I honestly don't think somebody should be forced to the front lines to fight someone else's war. But when you have massive amounts of people demanding that they deserve to stay in America, so much that they're willing to destroy the city to prove their loyalty, should the need arise.
No, these people are despicable, honestly. I don't know, anyone that comes into America and their number one goal is destroying America or what America is, like, I could not be fucked less if they leave or are removed. I don't care. I don't care. America needs to do what's best for America. That's literally the number one goal. The number one goal of America should be pro-America, and that is literally it. That is literally before everything else. Everything. And if you have people in America that are literally there, and they're not citizens, and their purpose in the country is to destroy America, or remove America, or, you know, contort or pervert this glorious country that, thank God, I am lucky to be a citizen of. Fuck you.
Are the Democrats then going to ask or even draft them to fight? And that answer tells you everything.
Yeah, for real. Apparently shit got wilder. So they took LA back with the Marines, but apparently Seattle surrendered as well. Apparently Seattle kind of lost as well. Because you don't understand. These are obviously funded protests. Like, you gotta realize, these are funded protests being pushed by assholes in power, by the fucking, I don't know, the George Soroses and the other retards. They're literally pushing all this slop down the throats of all these people, and they're either motivating them, you know, financially, or they're motivating them, by fear-mongering them, which I think is just as evil, if not more. So Seattle also is on fire, and apparently they also surrendered, just like LA. So, you know, slowly but surely, law and order is winning back, you know, until they decide to start protesting the poor nuclear reactors in Iran, or whatever they decide to protest for.
Eventually, the police start to seemingly retreat, as these idiots rebuild that same barricade.
Oh my god, these people suck, dude! They suck!
So knowing this, Katie Davis Court from the Post-Millennial and Cam Higbee bravely go back out to Seattle to document.
It is crazy. It is absolutely fucking crazy.
At the destruction.
Dude, for real. It's like, dude, the Gaytheists and the Karens have united to make the ultimate fighting force. A fighting military the likes of which no one has ever had to fight before. The Gaytheist forces is increasing dramatically every year.
As the rioters try to set fire to the federal building.
No. These people should all go to jail. I don't understand why justice is not being served. Why is it that if I pay my taxes late, I'm getting absolutely butt-fucked by the IRS? But these people are literally committing arson, bro. Arson! Oh, my lord.
But mainly, just kept a tiny bonfire on the street.
You know, they say that they didn't actually, a lot of people are unaware of this. You don't know this probably, but you see this fire, and they didn't light this on fire themselves. They made a pentagram, trying their best to summon Satan into the corporeal realm. But you know, they didn't have enough faith in their demons that they pray to, and they only summoned this little poof. This is a little bit of hellfire came out, but you know, nothing too major. Nothing too major. The Gaytheists have a lot to work on.
Attempting to block traffic from going by. As Jonathan Cho shows us, Seattle is just a scene out of—
Dude, what the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing? Dude on his little fucking moped holding a torch? Get out of here, bro.
Mad Max, if it was a Lifetime original movie. But
oh, he dropped the bottle.
Obviously, they're too afraid to block this garbage truck.
Insane. Dude, these people need to get cooked, bro. Oh my lord.
Or even these armored cyber trucks.
A Cheeto in my chat just said, true, They arrest you in certain parts of Europe if you send a spicy meme to your friend, but ensue chaos and anarchy in the streets with violence and arson. You're applauded. Shit's nuts. Yeah, no, because in Europe, there's no freedom of speech. Europe has the opposite problem as America, to be honest. They have the opposite problem. I mean, I think it's the same core problem, and the symptoms are just different. It's just, there's not enough God. We gotta bring God back to the people, bro. These people, they don't know God. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's where it all comes from. All of this. All this thinking that they have the rights to do whatever they want. Bruh, for real, for real.
Or even this random SUV with a family inside floated right through their group.
That's so crazy. People are just like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Just drive right through them.
Even though
I'm an atheist, the problem isn't God. Islam has God, the problem is retards. Okay, that's a crazy take. I think that retards are definitely, you know what? Yeah, listen, you need either, but what do you do about retards? Like, what do you do about them? What, retards are retards and that's just it? It's over? Nah, bro. You give some God to the retards, and I think that maybe they'll become a little less retarded.
It looked like this guy got hit. He just tripped trying to throw a cone at the SUV that already sped away.
Dude, that's actually destroying property. I'm an atheist, I don't act like this. Obviously not. I'm not saying that all atheists act like this, obviously. Obviously not. No, but this is like an incredible special level of retard. It's insane.
As the only car they successfully stopped was some scared girl who apparently had to abandon her vehicle at a fair.
That is so sad, man. That is so sad. This is brutal, bro. Holy shit.
Which begs a...
Look at that. Look at this.
Was some scared...
They made her run out?
Girl who...
Dude, it's like, welcome to the modern left. We believe all women are believed. We respect women. Women are awesome. They're always right. Never interrupt a woman. Anyway, let's glaze the fucking Islamist extremist regimes in Iran that are literally executing women for dancing in public. All right, and let's stop women from driving. Hell yeah, dude.
Apparently had to abandon her vehicle at a fair, which begs a question. What does a random girl, a family, and a garbage truck have to do with Donald Trump's deportations?
Because this is absolute anarchy and chaos, and they want to destroy Western culture. They do not give a shit, okay? They don't care. They don't care. This is not about Donald Trump's immigration policies. It's not about the policies. Because if this exact policy would exist under Obama, no one would care. Obviously, it has nothing to do with the policy, and it has to do with the programming and the messaging.
Absolutely nothing. But where were the cops during all of this? Apparently they were stationed nearby, but didn't seem to make any major arrests.
In Madison.
That's crazy.
That's where...
Oh my god, dude. Because the cops are scared, man. The cops are terrified.
The Antifa militants are now waiting.
Like, these are terrorists, right? Like, people that are coming and blocking streets and attacking cars and harassing people in public for a foreign ideology, that's terrorism. That is definitionally terrorism.
As their local police chief seems focused on protecting the protesters.
How will SPD show up under your leadership to serve and protect our residents when Seattleites are protesting the federal administration?
That's a good question.
And are facing the U.S. military on the streets of Seattle?
I will do
fucking crying? Is this bitch crying?
Do everything in my power, I want to be clear, to protect anyone in Seattle from anyone who comes to this city with the intention to hurt them or inhibit their First Amendment rights. At some point,
their First Amendment rights, dude. This is wild, bro. Obviously, the First Amendment's incredible. But, like, your job is to stop people from lighting shit on fire, bro.
I will probably go to jail.
Oh my god, what a fucking pussy. You should go to jail. You know that? You know that, bro? Go to jail. Oh my lord.
And be in prison.
So
okay, good. Good, I don't care. Goodbye, fire him. Fucking pussy. It's insane. The First Amendment right of the freedom of speech and lighting cars on fire. Yes, don't you know that lighting cars on fire, mostly peaceful Molotov cocktails? Yes, absolutely.
Sadly, as Cam Higbee was recording the riots, the mob attacked him.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god, dude! I hope he presses charges on all of them.
As bootleg Batman did absolutely nothing to stop it. With Cam's helmet showing the damage of the attack, waking up the next morning with a random nosebleed as he definitely had a concussion. And that's the official strategy they've adopted. They know what they're doing at best is dumb, and at worst is a felony.
It is a felony. It's not just dumb. It is. Go to jail. It's brutal.
So just like we saw in Los Angeles, they've begun attacking anybody who dares record their crimes.
Yo, you're a rat. Oh my god, dude! This is dystopian! Mostly peaceful terrorism.
But since Trump showed up the local police with his Marines, LAPD finally took back the city. So what about places like Seattle, where Trump isn't necessarily focusing his ICE raids? Sadly, both Cam and Katie reported that the police were being hands-off in protecting the federal building. And since you didn't see the attacks on the streets of Seattle on the mainstream media, the only people that would show us are being beaten in the streets with little to no protection from the mob. And although you do hear these anti-police activists chanting, "We can police ourselves," just look at what happened.
We can police ourselves. Obviously not. Obviously not. You get 4 seconds of power, and it's just instant chaos everywhere.
And at the
one person killed in Salt Lake City protest march shooting. God damn,
Kings
man.
protest in Salt Lake City, where one person lost their life.
That's crazy. It is like, it's so unacceptable. I don't understand how you could possibly say that this is fine. Like, it is absolutely wild. To be clear, that makes more people killed in the Salt Lake City protest march shooting than killed by retaliation from Iran when America took out their nuclear facilities. This is brutal, man. It's absolutely unacceptable.
They got lucky that the shooter was an idiot and someone snatched his backpack with the weapon still inside as he tried to hide in plain sight.
The rifle right here. Hey, right there. This guy, I just grabbed this from this guy. He's right there.
God. Wait, so he actually killed somebody? He actually killed somebody and tried to run away?
Get off the ground! Get out!
But now, the local CBS affiliate headlines, "Peaceful protester died."
Dude, and immediately the fucking headlines had to jump on board, and it's so brutal, man.
After being unintentionally shot by a designated peacekeeper at the protest.
So disgusting, so gross, man.
For being reportedly peaceful people that protest peacefully, they sure do violently end each other quite frequently. And just like the 2020 BLM Summer of Love.
Yeah, I don't know why any of this is remotely acceptable. I literally don't know why any of this is even remotely acceptable. Like, dude, American media is like fucking, it not only is the media bad, but the actual just basic law enforcement is terrible, man. It is wild.
Activists are already losing their lives over something they have zero chance of protesting their way into change. So what does a Los Angeles mayor
mostly peaceful bullet to the back of the head
say? The protests will continue until the raids stop.
But the real solution of all of this is for the administration to stop.
Oh my god, again? Again, bro?
The raids. We have heard that these raids might take place for the next 30 days.
You are making the... Dude, the raids need to... Dude, there's a law. The law is removing illegal immigrants. That's the fucking law. Like, why is this even happening? This is the mayor of Los Angeles going to the microphone and saying, we have to stop enforcing the law. This is traitor-ish. Shit, this is treasonous, man.
We don't know how many are going to take place in a given day.
These raids are completely legal. Oh my lord.
And Trump goes,
all you have to do is give in to our demands, fucking terrorist. Absolutely bring in the fucking guard. Take her out of power. Take back LA from the Dumbos. I don't know what to say. It's brutal to watch this.
Online to reply, even though ICE agents are getting attacked by the Democrats, nothing will stop this, as they will now expand their efforts, especially in Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles.
Good. I want to see mass deportations. I do. Almost out of spite. Not only do I want every single illegal immigrant to be removed from the country, because, you know, they're illegally in the country, but I also want it to happen just out of spite. All of your protesting and bitching, not only did it not work, but you'll also be in jail for actual property damage. It's brutal to watch this, man.
So it definitely looks like we're in for another summer of Democrat riots all across the country.
Hell
Except these aren't about black lives. These are about the Democrats' new class of serfs.
Raids has really had a devastating effect and has been a body blow to our economy. I don't think the president understands.
Yeah, the raids are bad for the economy. Yep, it's the raids. You know, it's not the whole, it's the raids. It's not the people burning your city down, stopping people from going to work, attacking police. Yeah, none of that.
Understands that we have entire sectors of our economy that cannot function without immigrant labor.
That is not a solution or a reason to break the law. Oh my God, this is not even remotely a reason to... Listen, the reason why we're breaking the law and jumping over the border illegally is because we want to be slaves in another country. But what about the slaves? We need our slaves, guys. All those Mexican slaves. Bro, that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. What a blow to our economy. You see, our economy is literally standing on the backs of Mexican slave labor. What do we do now that they won't clean my shit and wipe my ass?
He's talking about a dysfunctioning economy while running the city into a $1 billion deficit, as now her residents are crying about their
Dude, women on TikTok, man. Women on TikTok are like a breed of creature that I will never understand. I will never understand. Never. Listen, man, we need to bring in Ayatollah Khomeini to become the new governor of LA for just a month. All right, I'm just saying, just 1 month. 1 month of Khomeini, the leader of Iran, the supreme leader, we'll call him the supreme governor of California, just for 1 month. 1 month, it'll all be better. I'm telling you, everything will be fixed.
So I'm in my beautiful...
And anyone that complains, we'll just call them Islamophobic. This is the ultimate solution. Honestly, I feel like this is a really good idea. Wait, hold up. Let me cook for a second here. In Iran, 83% of the people are oppressed by the current government. Bring in the former Shah, all right? Bring in the king. All right, hear me out. You bring in the Shah, this crown prince. You re-elect him, all right? Listen, you take Khomeini, the current leader of Iran. You move him to California. You make him the supreme governor. And anyone that complains, you call Islamophobic. Bam! Hear me out. I'm telling you, this will solve literally all the problems. Iran will have a government that actually likes their people. California will be whipped into shape. The Karens will no longer be on TikTok. And no one will ever complain again because, you know, they'll remember what it was like under the Ayatollah regime. I am telling you, this is the solution to all the problems. Literally all of them. Literally all of the problems get solved this way. All of them.
City, LA, and I have friends texting me like all morning. My gardener didn't show up. My housekeeper didn't show up.
Hire legal gardeners and housekeepers. Literally.
Oh, my farmer's market was closed. Everyone's scared. And you 1%ers that only
1%ers, bro.
Voted for Trump because of money?
Yes. People only voted for Trump because of money. Not because, you know, there were 300,000 people killed by fentanyl overdoses because of illegal shit coming over the border, right? Right? That's totally not why people wanted Trump to become president.
Guess what? You're gonna have to do your own dishes or clean your own house or mow your own lawn and oh, that wonderful produce.
You realize you are the fucking bitch that everyone complains about. What are you doing?
The organic produce you get for your brunches? You're gonna actually have to do some work around your house.
Or just fuck organic produce. I don't care. Oh, listen, who's cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump? Got him. What am I gonna do? My slaves that get me organic granola are literally leaving. What will I do? Starve?
House.
Why do they always...
Let's go. I love how Democrats just like literally go mask off pro-slavery stances. It's so fucking great. Like, dude, it's literally that obvious.
Go back to this.
Kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump? Oh, that's...
Sobbing hands off is the absolute worst way to win over the masses. But sadly, that's all they have left, as gone are the days that the Democrats represent the working class Americans, where they complain about the...
This is fucking crazy, by the way. This is actually fucking insane. I actually went around here, man.
Trades impacting farming, stating they rely on immigrants to work long hours because Americans aren't willing to do this work. Well, maybe it's because they get paid an average of $20,000 a year. Even though I'm no math Asian, 20K divided by the long hours, let's say 45, totals out to be something like $8 an hour.
Good shit. Slave labor, let's go. Let's pay them under minimum wage so that we can get slavery for a good price. Yes, sir. Democrats never changed on slavery. They just rebranded. Absolutely.
Which is less than half the minimum wage in Los Angeles County.
Good shit. So half the minimum wage, so you save money, and also the people that want jobs. You have to realize how fucking ridiculous this is. Like, let me show you how evil this actual argument is, because everyone uses the same argument, but I gotta show you the actual levels of evil we're talking about. All right. So this is welcome to 2025 Democrat slavery. All right. Let me show you how retarded this is. All right, illegal immigrants. All right, so you have to get your illegal immigrants. They only get paid $8 per hour. All right, so you save money on it. They also get the job. This is half of minimum wage, by the way. Half of minimum wage. All right, so now that you have the illegal immigrants that are in the workforce and you are paying them less because you are a rich fuck that is doing this, now you have to realize the actual insanity here, because the actual people that want to get jobs, there are no jobs available. If you want to be just an average guy that wants to get a job as an American, you can't. No jobs for Americans. Because if you are an American and you want to get a job where you are going to be paid minimum wage, they would say literally, why should we hire you? We will hire a slave instead. That's right, baby. Welcome to 2025 Democrat slavery. Rich people protesting removing illegal immigrants because they want to pay slave wages to people who are in the country illegally and literally fucking over the entire poorer class of Americans. So let me ask you a question. Who is the party that's actually fighting for the poor? The answer is the Republicans. The right is literally fighting for the poor in America. The Democrats are fighting for slavery and keeping illegal immigrants in the country for as much as they can, all right? And now, this doesn't come with the side issues. This is just economy problems. This isn't just like the economy issue. You have to realize, this is not just an economy problem. They also don't care that criminals are coming over the border. They also don't care that people are getting murdered by criminals. They also don't care that the legal system can't keep up with the criminals because literally they don't want to look like they're racists by letting them go. They also, and this is more important, they're bringing drugs over the border. 300,000 children went missing when Biden was president. 20 million people came in illegally. Fentanyl came in. Trafficking happened. Like, dude, it is insane. It is an absolutely bottom feeder mentality. And you know the craziest part? Most people are retarded. And since most people are retarded, most people just think it's inhuman. How inhuman, bro? How inhuman? No, it's inhumane to break up families. Think of the families that we're breaking up. Think of the poor children being removed from parents. Parents removed from my feelings, though. My feelings. Yes, I don't care that little Johnny can't get a job in Subway because Subway would rather hire a Mexican guy for $8 that's not legal in the country. I don't care. Now, the funny thing is, you go on Twitter and you see everyone on Twitter is on the side of the illegal immigrants crying that Trump is trying to remove illegal people. These are people actively working their best to fuck over my country. That is what they are trying to do. And they should be called out for it. And I don't care if I get canceled for it, because I'm getting canceled by retarded, brain-dead freaks. Dude, every person that cancels me on Twitter is 15-year-old with a trans flag in their bio. You think I give a flying fuck about what mentally ill individuals on Twitter have to say about me? Literally, I don't. Literally, I do not whatsoever. And the crazy part is, where do you think your taxes go? Your taxes go to the government to give money to illegal immigrants. You are paying for them to steal your jobs, okay? You are not recognizing the brutality that is going on here. Oh my lord, actual retard.
I'm really trying to keep this concise, but I really want to clearly illustrate how these anti-immigration protests, promoted by Democrat politicians, aren't actually about families, but protecting their essential—
It's about feelings! And the thing is, the reason why it's so annoying is because they know how to get to the average fucking asshole, dumbass, dumbfuck, piece of shit, emotionally retarded person on Twitter. They know the correct levels of programming. They literally do. And that is why they use these strategies. Okay? Literally. They want the illegal immigrants because they use them as slave labor. However, they know that they can't convince anyone that that's why they want to keep them. So they play to the emotional aspect of it. They play to the emotions. Oh, but this is so sad, though. Oh, but have you considered the tragedy? The inhumanity of deporting people? No people are illegal. This is the new argument that everyone does. No people are illegal, bro. Sure. No people are illegal. Yes, some people are illegal. If I break into your house, it's illegal. And if you break into my country, it's illegal. Dude, every single person on Twitter sounds exactly like this.
The men are trying to feed our knees, and I will beg you. The women are trying to feed their dying babies, and their breasts are empty. Do you know what that smells like?
Do you know what it smells like?
Indentured servants, as in they protect you from deportation so they don't have to pay you as much. So as we watch Civil War Part 2 finally break out, that looks an awful lot like the first Civil War, just know it's actually about the same exact thing from the same exact political—
Democrats, they've never changed. They always wanted slaves, and they were emotionally manipulative assholes the entire way around. It's crazy. It is crazy.
Party
Yeah. No, but he's right. He's completely correct. Apparently, it got even wilder. From last I checked, it got even
Portland has allowed their city to be controlled by rioters for years, but all that changed last night, 5 days ago.
All right, so this is hot off the press.
We're tossing rocks and
hot off the press news. Hot off the press. I wanted to see the full story. So people in Seattle surrendered. The people in LA surrendered. This is crazy.
The Portland's ice facility.
And Portland is currently getting cooked. The feds came into Portland. It is crazy. This is absolutely not normal. This is not normal. This has to be literally organized by some outside force.
And though the federal agents immediately backed off these rioters dressed in black bloc.
Yeah, come here. Yeah, kick her ass. Yeah, gender equality. This is what you wanted, huh? You wanted women's rights. Get ready for women's wrongs. Sorry, was that too much? Did I go too far? Okay, you know what? Honestly, I stand by it.
It honestly looked like law enforcement was largely outnumbered.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, steamroll that motherfucker.
So well into the night,
oh yeah, that guy should go to jail immediately. Put him in jail. Put him in jail. Fucking breaking into a store? No, jail.
Still vandalized the property.
Vandalism in my America? I don't know, man. It's so fucking... Dude, I've realized that the longer I stay on a specific topic to go super in depth, the more I crash out. There's a reason why I should not stream for as long as I do. I end up crashing the hell out. And I will have you know, all of my crash outs are justified. Every single one of them.
As police reinforcements assisted them in taking back their drive.
See, this I agree with. I completely agree with dancing in public. I think this is good. I agree with what you are doing.
Way, clashing with protesters pushing plastic container lids.
Dude, you know, honestly, you know what they do in Israel for these protests? I'm just saying, you know what they do in Israel? Just saying. They have like these skunk guns. They fucking stink bomb people. They shoot like this smelly water that doesn't come out for days. And that is what they do. When there's like a protest that gets violent and you have people like lighting containers on fire and shit, they skunk gun the shit out of everybody. And they smell like ass for like a week. And there's nothing you could do about it. I'm just saying, we need to, do you know what that smells like? I'm just saying, man. Everyone will smell like Frogan. Oh yeah. Oh, the little plastic barricades couldn't stand up to the boys. Oh, they really thought they'd go up against the feds.
With one social media caption stating, this was DHS's fault for escalating.
Of course. DHS, the Department of Homeland Security. I cannot believe the Department of Homeland Security has escalated by arresting violent people. No! Dude, there's a reason why we have laws. And as far as I am concerned, every time I hear like someone on the left, and I'm not saying that this is every Democrat, because I think that most Democrats are against violent protests. Again, I think it's the far left. I literally think it's the far left retards. However, every time I hear somebody like Hasan Piker talk about, no, how could Trump bomb Iran? It's literally illegal. Bro, seriously? No, Trump is deporting a guy that wants the downfall of Western civilization? But there was a district appointed judge, bro. There was a district appointed judge that said you can't do that. I don't care what you have to say. You don't have the right. I could bitch about laws because I keep the laws. You have no right to bitch about laws because you were part of a violent riot. In my opinion, your rights of freedom of bitching has been removed. Don't care. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't even care if you're right. I do not care if you're even correct. I do not give a shit. Sorry, bro. I didn't vote for that judge. Let that judge fuck themselves. Oh, guys, breaking news. This is literally just breaking news right now. A district-appointed judge has just ordered Trump to rebuild Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities.
And even though they were able to get some vehicles out of their driveway...
God damn. Shame! Oh my god.
It appeared they still lost ground with the protesters.
It's so sad, man. Yeah! Yeah, kick their asses, baby! Kick them!
As days later, these activists still surrounded the building. These Portland protesters are deranged.
Fucking crazy.
With what they think they should get away with. Setting up shop, blocking a federal building while throwing rocks at their agents, then acting shocked when they come out and arrest some of them. But it shouldn't be too surprising, as places like Portland have simply allowed unemployed behavior to plague their cities whenever the Democrats don't get their way. But they're about to learn real quick. Their local liberal DAs might be lenient when they misbehave, but they can't be saved when the charges are federal.
Yep.
As yesterday, Jonathan Cho from Cho Show, recording for Frontlines, which is Turning Point USA, documented the day's protests.
Oh, this is the Charlie Kirk guy, dude. All these fucking people would literally cannibalize this guy just because he exists.
Where they again attempted to block.
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like dude should walk in and just start reading them Bible passages. You know, like before they meet their God, at least they could have some something holy in their mind. You know what I'm saying?
The entrance to the ice facility.
I love how these people think you could just yell peaceful protest and then attack a cop and then it counts. Like, dude, it's the greatest thing of all time. They're literally attacking people while yelling peaceful protests. What the fuck do you think that's a voodoo chant? What do you think it's a Naruto jutsu? You just yell peaceful protest and you can beat the shit out of people? What are you talking about? Oh my what, dude, okay, this is the greatest clip of all time and it's super relevant. All right, this is from an anime mob cycle.
Now come at me and I'll face you head on. Another one of Reagan's special moves. When it's unclear if it's actually self-defense, he'll yell out self-defense just to be safe.
This is literally what they're fucking doing right now. This is literally exactly what they're doing. Peaceful protest! And then they attack.
And as the feds watched the crowds grow outside, they surprisingly stayed well into the evening.
Oh god. This is fucking unhinged. Like, these are like, I have way too much of a life to go to protests. Like, that's the thing. It's so, like, literally removed from my mentality because these are people with no children, right? Obviously, right? They would be too busy taking care of their kids and their families. These are childless, jobless people. Literally the bottom fingers and butt suckers of society that have come together to shit on my country.
So when the ICE agents eventually needed to exit, the crowd was again easily dispersed.
Oh, good shit. They do not give a fuck, dude. Okay, someone just threw a Molotov cocktail at police officers. Did I just see that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, what? Their breasts are empty.
Moving to the protesters, at any given time, they can be made to go away.
That was fireworks? Oh, that doesn't make it much better. You do realize shooting fireworks at people is still very dangerous. You could kill somebody by shooting a firework at them. Call me Moses the way I'm parting your cheeks.
As they're shipping container shields do nothing.
Damn. Yeah, cook 'em. Cook 'em.
So they let the Fed vehicles out, with a few of the protesters being arrested.
Apprehended somebody here.
God damn. Yeah, put him away. Put him away. Never bring him back. Leave him gone. Holy, this is crazy.
As basically just a skeleton crew was willing to stick around after.
Oh my god. Like you've got to understand, like this is literally insane. Like, dog, these are people. What are we doing, man? What is going on? What are we doing, bro? Holy shit.
With the Department of Homeland Security putting out a statement saying 250 rioters launched fireworks and shined lasers and
literally put them in jail. Literally, man, put them in jail.
Officers' eyes, as 5 were arrested on various charges, including
only 5
assaults on federal officers.
Not enough.
There's been a 413% increase in attacks.
The Party of Peace. And I'm telling you, man, the Party of Peace, they're the least violent people of all time, some would even say.
But this will not deter them, and if you lay a hand on law enforcement, you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Which is great, as a local ABC affiliate stated. One teenager allegedly punched a federal officer in the head.
Fucking break their shit. You punch a federal officer in the head, hurl that motherfucker to the ground, man. Why are we even taking this seriously? Like, why do we have to live in a society that deals with this? This is not tolerance, okay? Again, I've said this before, I'll say it again, okay? And I mean this. Showing mercy to the cruel is being cruel to the innocent. This is crazy. He was just a 19-year-old little baby boy. Fuck, man.
Where he now faces 20 years in federal prison. And as harsh as it sounds, I hope he gets the full 20. As last week in...
I completely agree. I don't care. I so don't care. I do not give a fuck. I so do not care.
Maybe even the last 5 years, has only shown the protesters that they can essentially get away with anything as long as they all wear the same masks and only riot on behalf of Democrats.
Yeah, they feel like they're completely immune. And you know the saddest part? The saddest part is that a lot of them actually are immune. Because you do have a largely judicial Democratic branch in power. And a lot of these people just let them out. They literally just let them out. And they're gonna keep doing that every single time. It's crazy to think about how insane this is, bro. It's fucking brutal. It is despicable shit. But I wonder, I don't know what could actually be done about this. I really feel like, and I felt like this for, obviously, when Biden was president, I didn't even feel like America was my country. But under Trump, at least I feel like America is my country. However, I feel like there is like this evil, vindictive force trying so hard to claw at it from the outside. Like really trying to drag it down into like complete anarchy and chaos and destroy what's so beautiful about it. And it's brutal to watch. It's insane. It's really sad. I really hope that we can find a way to claw ourselves out of this quagmire. But the issue is, I feel like the programming is so strong. Like, it's crazy. The programming is brutal. Like, you talk to your average fucking drone. Like, even, like, these are human beings that are spouting, like, bullshit talking points that are completely insane. Like, dude, you talk to somebody, and they're like, yeah, I can't believe Trump is deporting illegal immigrants. And it's like, why can't you believe that? Are you retarded?
Democrat talking points. Then it went from marching in the streets, to light vandalism, to lighting cars on fire, looting local businesses, until it became hitting feds over the head.
Insane. All of that should be punished. All of these people should be in prison. Why is it so hard to believe? You don't understand. I had somebody I know, okay? Like, I knew this guy for years. And he messaged me saying, I saw you support the deportation of illegal immigrants. I can't believe you're grifting. And I'm like, what do you mean grifting? I completely agree with that. Grifting implies that I don't mean what I'm saying. I completely mean what I'm saying. And they're like, no, you're grifting. You're cruel. I'm like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't care.
At some point in time, the pendulum had to swing back towards law and order, and nothing does that faster than dishing out long prison sentences. And it's not like they're just pinning it on someone innocent, because if this guy was willing to hit law enforcement, I imagine they'd be willing to do something much worse to someone not armored and armed. And all for what?
Yeah, they don't care. They would literally kill you. You don't understand how many death threats I get, dude. Do you have any idea how many death threats I get? I get a fucking brutal amount of death threats literally all the time. These people would kill me. This is the part, literally, the people of peace that literally would kill me.
These activists can stop ICE from arresting wanted criminals already convicted of child R when local idiots alerted him of the feds so we could escape?
Dude, you've got to be kidding me! ICE and FBI were attempting to arrest Jose Reyes Leonderes, a criminal alien from El Salvador who's convicted of and wanted for child rape. During our surveillance, members of Colorado Rapid Response arrived at the scene and alerted him. You are literally fighting on behalf of rapists, guys. Oh my god, dude. This is so painful. It is so painful.
But will incidents like this change the rioters' minds in disrupting these arrests? Absolutely not. Because these types don't act on actual information, but the emotional manipulation fed by their liberal handlers. As over in LA, they're still protesting in the streets. There's zero actual change and zero jail time.
150. Dude, and the problem is, like, every time you'll have, like, the feds actually go out, they'll go out, they'll actually arrest somebody, okay? They'll go out, they'll arrest somebody, they'll put him in jail. And the Democrat fucker that's in charge of that situation will just be like, no, I approve. You could go free. Just let them back out. Have a good shoo, go, guys. Have fun, burn down more shit.
The demonstrators were seen marching, climbing light poles, holding flags, setting off fireworks, and, as you can tell, obviously doing donuts. The protest lasted for about 6 hours until police ordered the crowd to disperse about midnight. No arrests were made, no injuries reported.
With another protest outside Dodger Stadium, angry that allegedly ICE agents entered their parking lot.
Anti-ICE
oh my god, you
erupting
pussies!
Outside Dodger Stadium. Crowds holding signs and chanting.
We're asking the Dodgers to come out here now. It's too late for talking. We need them to come out here.
It's too late for talking. The Dodgers need to go out. What is going on, bro? What is happening? The Dodgers need to come out? Yeah, time for talking is over. It's time for the Dodgers to go cook.
ICE up out of here?
When ICE was never even in that area. As these idiots got all worked up over nothing. Because of course law enforcement stages in the area. The stadium is on Academy Road. There's a police facility across the street, but that's an entirely different story that we gotta do a deep dive into next, as LA is about to get a whole lot worse, so make sure you subscribe for that.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely subscribe. And of course I'll link Decoy Voice in the description. Truly, so it's so crazy when you go and you look at what's going going on in LA, and all these women, their breasts are empty. Do you have any idea what that smells like? This is so sad. Anyway, I don't care about these people. They're out there trying to destroy my country, and hopefully they face justice. I have faith. I have faith that karma comes around. I have faith that if you fuck around, you do find out. I truly have faith and believe that that God has a plan for us, and that shit will actually work out. However, these people do not think that way. So anyway, I hope that their nihilism ends up biting them in the ass when they face the consequences of their actions. I'm waiting for some divine fafo to happen. It's gonna be goated. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. It is crazy to see, you know, literally using military force to conquer back LA from an opposing regime. It basically terrorism. Okay, literally, that's kind of what's happening. Seeing Democratic lawmakers literally bend over backwards to endorse slavery. These people suck, and I am excited to see consequences, and I will be showing you those consequences when that happens. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and remember to stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.